Hey, this is Carla from the Butcher Babies.
This is George Corcoran Fisher from Cannibal Corpse.
Hey, this is Rex from Kill Devil Hill. It's Wednesday 13.
This is Daz from Devil Driving.
This is Odorous from War. You're listening to Rabid Noise
on Rabid Radio.
Turn it up.
Michael, how are you, man?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Yeah, good, dude. Great you could join us on the show again, man.
Thank you very much.
You're on tour now, or about to start what looks to be a massive one the next few days. Is that right?
Yeah, actually, I fly out of here to Seattle tomorrow. Yeah, and then it's the next leg of the Queensrÿche Condition Human tour. We're doing our own shows and festivals and some shows with the Scorpions. That puts us up into June, and then we're gonna do some select shows, and then we start Europe, and then come back, and then we obviously we go to Japan and then to Australia, and maybe some other countries, and then we finish up the Condition Human tour in the United States, and that puts us into December. They're already starting to book shows for the following year.
That's insane, man. Because I was looking at all the dates, and I was just like, man, cramming a lot in there. I mean, how do you even prepare yourself for heading out on a massive tour like that? It's just huge.
It's kind of a mental thing as well as a physical thing. I think, I pride myself and keep myself, in halfway decent shape for my age, and and just keep myself really alert, and as far as performance level, I'm just really want to keep that going, because I'm just so critical of my playing, and it's just something you do, and I think when we tour now, we do like maybe 4 to 6 weeks at a time, and then we're able to come back home, and then we're okay, we get some rest, and then go back out again, and then rest, and then so it's just I've been doing it so many years, my friend. It's just I'm just like a road dog, but now I'm just an older road dog. So,
do you find it hard to sort of like readjust to things after being on the road for so long? You know what I mean? Like you go out for this long period of time and then come back to try and get back into sort of routine at home and stuff like that. Is that tricky?
No, well, it's like we toured so heavily on the last album, and now we're doing the same thing on Condition Human. And this is going to put us up to the end of the year. And I think we're going to begin starting the next record in January. So
that's
we're
exciting
kind of
stuff.
In that cycle of what? Yep, exactly. It's like the record company has exercised its option to do the third album with us. So we got to fulfill that, and we'll get busy doing that. And that's kind of nice because we record that in Seattle, so I get to stay home and do that. But then after that, I got to get in that frame of mind to get back out on the road again.
That's awesome news for us, more Queensrÿche.
Mm-hmm.
Well, man, you broke recently that you guys will be, of course, touring Australia again, and as we mentioned before, of course, and it's well overdue.
Yeah, I think last time we were in Australia was 2011. It's been a while, so I think it's a good time. It's good timing for Queensrÿche to get back to Australia. We really want everybody to see, this rendition of the band. It's really a kick-ass show, and it's going to be a good time. And I think, the Australia fans are into so much of the hard rock and the metal and the progressive rock. It's just a great place for us to play.
Oh, man, we're so excited to see you guys come back. Like, my news feed just blew up as soon as the news announced. So many people are pumped. It's going to be such a good tour. Everyone's really looking forward to it, man. What tracks off Condition Human have you found, have been getting the best responses live so far?
Definitely Arrow of Time was the first one we introduced, and then we started playing Guardian, and Guardian is really just kicking ass. It's a very energetic song, and we're really getting a lot of positive feedback with that. And then lately we've been playing this kind of progressive song called I-9, and that one's people really wanted to hear that. So now a lot of people want to hear Hellfire, so I think we're going to work on that one as well. So we've just been getting tons of requests for that song. Yeah, so then we've done, we've done Bulletproof as well. So, yeah, I mean, we're representing the album. We'd like to get a couple newer songs in there that people haven't heard, because everybody's wanting to hear the new music live, and we'll see what we can do.
Well, it's always a good sign, man, that the album's done really well when people are just hanging to hear hear some of those new ones live, as well as, the classic tracks. Which of the tracks off Condition You Human have you found being the trickiest to jam out live, that would translate to live?
Well, definitely the last one that we've done, I-9, because it's a quirky song. It's like in threes. Most of the songs we play are in fours and sixes, and this one is just it's kind of a very progressive musically sounding song, and it's a bit tricky to play live. So we're still cutting our teeth on it.
Man, that one is awesome. That's cool, man. Well, a lot of guitarists I know don't just have one axe. They usually have about 5 just around the house, or even more if they're serious players that I know. How many guitars would you say you own in your collection?
Oh, I own quite a few. I was touring back in the days when we were touring on Operation Mindcrime and Empire. We were touring so much, and the ESP guitar company, who I represent, was, they needed to market and promote their guitars. So they would give me a ton of guitars to take out on the road, and play. I've acquired quite a few ESPs in my life, but definitely I got to have probably anywhere from 70 to 100.
Where would you even put them all?
They're everywhere, they're in closets, they're under beds, they're in rooms, they're in the attic. It's like, it's crazy.
Just open the fridge and then,
just everywhere, and then, we have a storage unit as well.
Of course.
Does. So some of them are there, and but yeah, there's no shortage. They're hanging on the wall, and like, so people come in my house and go, "Oh, you must be in a band." Yeah.
Do you?
I recognize that guitar.
Have you got one that's like which one would you say has got the most personal value to you? That's maybe someone's given you, or a hero of yours, or maybe have signed or framed or anything like that?
Well, I have the very first guitar that ESP gave me. It was back in like 88, 89. It was right before we went on the Metallica and Justice for All tour. And that guitar, I've it still sounds great. And that's probably one of my favorites. And then obviously my signature series guitars, the ones that I'm known for, are the ones that have the skulls on them. Now we've done a couple different renditions of those. We've made the skulls glow and offered just quality parts on it, and just did an Empire guitar. It's got the big tri-rike on it. That's our symbol. Mm-hmm. And that one's doing really well. And so those are all, I'm really known for the one with the skull guitar. So that's the one, and I've got quite a few of those, and they sound great.
That's awesome, man. So I guess you have some personal connection to each one of them. I guess it'd be kind of like choosing your favorite child.
It really is. It's like some depending on what kind of amp configuration I was using. Now it's just that I have the main ones that I've used for all the tours that I knew that, sounded good, that I've recorded with and everything. And I have those kind of around me at all the time. And when I get a new guitar, then, I can compare it to those and see if it stands up to the test. But yeah, it's just, different guitars. And, and there was a period, the kind of the period that most people don't remember Queensrÿche, but I was playing kind of Les Pauls for a while. The ESP Les Paul is called the Eclipse, and I was playing those for a while. So and I kind of put those away. I haven't played those in a while, and those things sounded great too. So definitely love the ESP guitars.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Well, but you dropped some news before that you're actually going to be working on some a new album. Has it got a name? How far along are you guys in prep for that?
Oh, it's in the incubation period. It's just talk. It's we have plenty of demos and ideas, and it's we just got to put them together. We got to build it. So we have plenty of work to do. We're gonna see what happens, and We don't have a name. The name for our albums usually come at the last minute. It's something, and it's like we see what we have, we get the sum total of what we have, and what does it all mean to us, and that's kind of how the album name comes about. And I think that we're gonna just run with the same process that we did on the last album. Really, just go with everybody's songs and build them up, and just see what happens.
Oh man, it's exciting times to be a Queensrÿche fan, that's for sure. And man, this tour, it's going to be amazing.
I think so. It's great when you've played places and played festivals around the world, and then they want you back. It's like it's really gratifying to be able to do that again. I think just the fact that we're going back to Australia, we're going back to Japan. It's been a long time been in Japan, and we're getting offers from other countries. So it's we're just going to take it as we can, and tour the hell out of this album.
Let's kick off. Well, man, we're going to go to the track Guardian from Condition Human now. Look, thanks so much for taking the time to hang with us tonight, man. And, of course, we will see you in Brisbane at the Trifid on October 13. I'll be there. Everyone's going to be there. Let's have some beers and party on.
Right on, brother. And thanks for supporting the Ryche. And, all the best to Rabid Noise.
Thanks heaps, man. And, we'll see you in October, bro.
All right. Take care, man. See ya.